Remember the days of arcade games where the only thing that could stop you were the number of quarters you had in your pocket, or when you had a limited amount of chances to get to the next level before having to send more quarters to the cabinet? This is the sort of vibe I get from Elsie, an indie Metrovania-like game currently in development at Night Shift Games. Let me start with what I find to be exceptionally unique about the game. For starters, I love the world they seem to be building. It has a very sci-fi, almost cybernetic inspiration. Think Mega Man with its machines and its world, just more open instead of more enclosed spaces. I'm also fond of the art style, being reminiscent of games like Celeste or Dead Cells. It's mechanically a bit of both too. The game's dash mechanics borrows from other titles, which makes significant gaps in the map doable. During the gameplay, players will run through procedurally generated maps as they level up and collect upgrades. The game turns into a roguelike to the regard, and it is sometimes difficult to get through. To make things tougher, the game seems to be more difficult the more times you die, which puts your skills and upgrades to the test. With the level design ever changing, there are a few times I encountered rooms that I played through before, but given the stage of this development build, I don't think this will be a problem for the full release. As you get further into the game, you'll encounter challenge rooms that yield nice rewards if you can get through them, but that's easier said than done. Furthermore, points can be used to purchase new upgrades from the shop, and additional power-ups can be found, make getting through the dungeons easier. This is not an easy game by any means, but its charm and ever-changing layout definitely provides a sense of progression that makes you want to continue. Elsie is light on resources and can run low-end hardware, think laptops and integrated graphics. This makes the game approachable and much more open to a broader audience. The nature of it, mainly being single-player focused, means you can potentially play this game on the go without any issues, which is a rarity these days with live services games dominating the market. That said, there's a lot happening on the technical side that worries me. For starters, it seems to be very early in a rewrite, as it currently suffers from no mouse capture, and in my case, no mouse input. This worries me. As a primarily keyboard and mouse player, not being able to use the mouse for shooting, which the game itself mentions you can use the mouse for, so I have to rely on the gamepad to play. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, mind you, but it does leave out those who prefer to use one input to rely on an alternative. Another issue that seems to be around is the minimal amount of options in the in-game settings menu. I would like to see options for things like auto-detecting icons for the inputs being used, changing resolution modes, and size while in-game, rather than via launcher, among other similar life of quality features. Elsie offers an experience that's currently in development, and in this state, there are both good and bad systems to be found. Regardless, I will be keeping my eye on it as it approaches the official release. The quirkiness in its design, the fluidity of the gameplay, and the world building makes me want to follow this project. I hope that the issues get sorted out before launch, since those are the little things that can ruin this otherwise beautiful little game.